Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to a very different kind of Keeping It Kresky episode. This is a winter hike edition. So here we are. It is February, excuse me, it is February 13th. It is 26 degrees outside and it feels like 18. So yeah, we're having a brisk day here. Man, it's been a long time since I chatted with the camera. It's a little strange. I also have to remember that I'm not riding on a bike, so I don't have to yell because I'm used to having wind all up in my face and I feel like I'm screaming half the time. All right, so how do we end up on a winter hike? Well, basically, yeah, my schedule is way different than it was when I was doing most of my videos. June, July, August, September even. So now yeah, it's been hard to get, I haven't been riding at all. It's been really freezing out, icy weather, snowy weather, really cold. So yeah, no riding. I have a few videos backed up still. I think I might have three to five more e-bike episodes coming out. One of my other favorite pastimes is going on hikes, and it's been a while. A couple reasons. I barely went hiking this summer because of the e-bike. The e-bike was just so amazing. I couldn't stop riding it. I barely rode my BMX bike. I did skateboard more this year until I hurt my elbow a little bit, but so yeah, it was mostly, say, 65% e-bike riding and then maybe like 35% of some skating, hanging out, you know, work obviously, but as far as hobbies go. So now my work schedule is I work Wednesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. It's a long shift, so it's like 10 hours. So yeah, I get out of work at 6:30. I'm usually just hanging out. I think we gotta get up there. Where was I? Oh yeah, so by the time I get out of work, it's just 6:30. It's dark outside. Can't really do too much. Or is it that way? Yeah, let's go this way, see what happens. And then, yeah, that's kind of it. So I want to do some solo hikes just to get out. You know, it's hard to meet up with friends sometimes, different schedules, all that. So you want to bust out, do some solo stuff. But I watch a lot of, it's Can-Am Missing 411, Canadian American Can-Am Missing 411. A gentleman by the name of Dave Politis. He does all these like investigations into missing people. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it. Well, maybe I don't have a large audience, but maybe some of you. But it's really interesting stuff. But he is like, he made me a little paranoid to go out in the woods alone. But he said if you ever go out in the woods alone, just make sure you have a personal locator beacon, a PLB. So I do have one. But I needed to get that beacon before I felt comfortable hiking again. So now if I don't have cell service and I'm just injured or something happens, I can always get some help. So that's a nice peace of mind. And yeah, hiking is, you know, it's also expensive. Like gear is expensive. You can use not as expensive gear, but there really is a difference. The quality, the materials, the construction, you can really just feel it. I finally saved up and got some really good base layers. I'm almost like hot hiking. I'm not used to having a good set of base layer. It's these Under Armour 4.0 series base layers. Boy, I had to take a jacket off. I was overheating. So they do their job. Maybe one day I'll do a gear review on everything. Yeah, the things I worked on as far as gear, I got some new pants. Like it'll, you know, I'm sure some of you might be like me, where if you're interested in something and you want to purchase something, I will research it for days, weeks. Like I'll keep waiting until I find what I want. And hiking pants are expensive, very expensive. So I wanted to make sure that if I bought a pair, you know, I did my research. I finally found a good pair, because the gear that I had, you know, was just like cargo pants. They were getting super wet when I would walk in the snow, and the bottoms of the legs would freeze. Kind of not good. So yeah, I feel way more equipped. Working on the base layers. Now gloves. Gloves are kind of my next. These are a little too thick. I'd like something thinner. I needed something for today, so I actually got these. It feels so good to be out. I haven't really been going to the gym much. By the time I get out of work, and it's really hard to get to the gym before 8 a.m. Like I like to go just to maintain. I'm getting older. I don't want to pull muscles out when I'm skating and stuff. So I'm not like a super diehard. I just feel like it's good upkeep. So yeah, I haven't been going too much, but I feel it though. When I don't move around, my back gets sore. Cool. So this is actually a little DIY shooting range, it looks like. Definitely a lot of shooting going on back here. It's like an old car. You know, you can think you're in one of the most remote places, and then you'll see a car somewhere. You're like, how on God's green earth did this car get here? All right, maybe we'll talk a little e-bike here. I definitely plan on picking up the episodes once it gets warm, for sure. I'm going to, once I get some, maybe, you know, usually every paycheck I might buy a thing, you know, just to kind of spread it apart. These Under Armour base layers are ridiculously expensive. It's $80 for just the top or the bottom, this particular 4.0 thickness. So like one paycheck I got it, then two paychecks later I got the, I got the bottom first, and I got the top. I try to just spread out the expenses a little bit. It's more manageable. What was my point of that? Dang. Well, that's at least some little factoid. Why did I mention those base layers? Oh, I think I was saying, so the e-bike parts. I'm gonna look for brake rotors, probably buy those first. And the pads. And then grease the rear hub, you know, tighten all the bolts up. I'll probably do a video on that. All right, we're going up this hill. There's this thing in the gym, it's like a sled, and you can get real low and push it. It's the perfect simulator exercise for this kind of hiking, steep hills. I could feel that I haven't been using it. The hike continues. Now the e-bike would actually probably work on this. It's not too crazy if I had the studded tires. So this here is parts of, you know, Scranton was a huge coal mining place. So all within these hills, you'll see these train tracks, or, you know, for the carts. And like this, at some point, this whole area here was probably such a hustle and bustle of activity, and carts going back and forth, and men working, dusty, coaly, soot everywhere. Now it's just some remnants. Maybe I could walk in there, get a better look at the tracks, these old tracks. I think we were going to head up one of these hills here, get some higher ground, or get to some higher ground rather. Let's do it. It's like hard to see what you're stepping on. There's a tiny little layer of snow. Can't see if it's ice or rock. It's a good workout. I have to remember to check the GoPro lens every now and then. Make sure there's no debris. Debris. One nice thing about winter hiking, you don't have to worry about ticks. I can feel the femur a little bit sore. Nothing bad, just unused. It's a neat little cave area. All these little rock coves and stuff. It's neat. Alright guys, I'm gonna have a little coffee and continue the hike.
Once I got my e-bike last summer, it was all over. I just didn't really hike. You know, those of you who have an e-bike probably know how you know, that first ride, it's hard to not want to be on that thing 24/7. So yeah, in short, I was on my e-bike all summer, barely hike, went on a couple.
So if you see the camera angle change also, I don't quite have a way that I want the camera yet. And it's only the first time I filmed. You know, it's just fun. Test stuff out. It's kind of neat in the winter time. You can see so far through the trees. You can see the landscape better. Summertime, it's just obviously so much foliage. It's hard to see a distance a ways. See a distance a ways. All right. I don't want to sneak up on something. This is cool. I can imagine if this fell on you. I don't even think you would know what happened. What I was just saying, my camera fell over at some point. Not exactly sure when. I'll know when I edit. But, so yeah, just making a little camera pit. Just making a little fire pit here. Like I said, I am a novice to all this, but it's fun. Just need to find some rocks. I'm sure there's probably a way better. Can't learn. That's a pretty solid fire pit if I ever seen one. No? Is that acceptable? There you go. This is my very poor fire. Look at it. I got a little smoke. I might take off. I kind of more into hiking than staying stationary. So my heart's not in the fire. Yeah, I want to continue on with the hike. So I'm going to have a quick snack and then move on. So it's about 3 hours, 2.5 hours to dark. Now I kind of seriously started hiking. I don't even know what you want to say serious, just 3-4 years ago. But I used to come out and I'd have Vans on, no backpack, like 2 bottles of water, nothing to, not to say it's horrible to hike like that. It's just like I had no survival gear, Then when you start getting into gear a little bit, it's just you're all psyched to just get different gear, and you realize they have this cool stuff that can make your hike more interesting and fun. And so I think I mentioned it, I couldn't wait to come out and try out the new pants. And not having my bottoms freezing and stuff is really nice. So new pants and new base layers I was really excited to try today. And they definitely, the research, taking all that time, figure out what I wanted was worth it, because I really like what I got. It's scary sometimes. You'll be walking and like a kick out a deer, and it's a little startling. It's probably startling to them too. They think I'm a predator most likely. Oh, it's tonight's the Super Bowl. Not that I really follow that too much. I do like my Super Bowl snacks though. Splurge a little on those days. Looks like I found remnants of an old hunter's tree stand, probably. Looks like it. try to find a way down there. That tree's black from all the quad splashing. This looks like a doable place to get down there. Made it. Root of a tree, tipped. I always think I'm gonna find some kind of old treasure under these tree stumps. I'm gonna take a little break here, grab some food, chill, and be back. Just ran into this cool ladder. Somebody was building something back here. So this snow has like a squeak to it. For those of you who know about snow, you know what squeaky snow is. Almost has like a rubbery sound, like. But anyways, look what I found here. This was here a while ago. It's not the first time I saw this, but last time I saw it, it was right side up. Now it's like somebody had an interesting evening. If anybody needs a part off this Jeep, you know, it's for the taking. Look, it looks like a nice little shelter here. Got a place to sit. A little tree that can come down at any second. But until then, it's a nice place to sit. That's probably not bad for a while. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Oh yeah, this thing is solid. Not bad, not bad. There's always tires in the woods too. Found this little ecosystem here. Is it me or does it look like this rock used to be together? I think so. Just wanted to say a quick Thanks for stopping over to see the video. All right, I figured this would be a nice little spot to end it. Maybe some sounds of the stream and we'll fade in. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.